Hello everyone, what is up? It is me, AlbyMTG, and today I will be showing you guys my Patreon page. This is going to be something new that we have here on the channel. I never thought I would be at the point in my, content creation career where I would have enough people to where I thought a Patreon would be necessary, or to where I thought a Patreon would be, beneficial to myself. I always just thought it would be this thing that I would have and then no one would ever, even think about donating to it. But I've managed to somehow get a whole bunch of fantastic people to watch my content. You guys are all incredible, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and start the Patreon page here. One of the biggest things I do want to stress, though, before even getting into the remainder of this video, is nothing's going to change in terms of the content creation. Now that we got this Patreon, you're still going to be receiving the same amount of videos, the same, just videos that come out nice and quick, nice and informative, those kind of things from me. Even if you choose not to donate, I still love you, and this is just something for the people who really enjoy what I do and want to support me on one step higher. Then this Patreon is something that that people can do if they're really enjoying what I do, and of course I would be eternally grateful if they were to do so. But again, nothing really too big changes even if you don't donate. The only thing is, if we do get enough donations, we'll start looking into getting rid of this this headset and acquiring an actual microphone to talk into to increase the sound quality. Maybe start increasing quality in cameras as well, so that we can start maybe doing some paper gameplay, or at least having a better quality webcam to record my face with. All sorts of things to come in the future if you guys do choose to donate, but just please know that even if you choose not to donate, you're still fantastic people. Just thank you so much for watching my videos and all this other kind of stuff. You guys are just incredible as is. But this Patreon is something that maybe you guys want to take a look at, and I would be eternally grateful if you guys just took a few minutes out of your day, just go ahead and read through the Patreon, or just finish watching out the rest of this video. It would be extremely fantastic. So with that being said, what can you guys get at the lowest tier? The lowest tier is $1, and $1 will get you entry into all Patreon only giveaways, and it'll give you a shout out and thank you in one of my videos. $1 is basically doing the work of about several hundred people watching my videos. AdSense is a very low number compared to what most people think it is. You don't make a ton of money off of advertisements here on YouTube, and of course there is the problem with people actually sitting through the advertisements and getting advertisements on your videos, all this other kind of stuff. So just $1 a month does so much work for me, and I couldn't say thank you enough to you. If you choose to donate at the $1 tier, thank you very much. The next tier after that is the $3 tier, and again, you will get entry into Patreon only giveaways. And then the biggest upgrade from the $1 tier to the $3 tier is, instead of a thank you and a shout out in one video, you will receive a shout out and thank you in every video I do. I'm planning on doing an ad card to just roll at the end of each and every video I produce. And of course, it'll have your name listed there however you want it to show up. And of course, it'll be me saying thank you to you for supporting me on Patreon and helping out support the channel and the content I'm producing. At the $5 tier, this is where you guys start getting some cooler rewards. At the $5 tier, you guys will be receiving once a month a signed Magic the Gathering card from myself, as well as all the previous tiers. You'll be receiving the shout out and thank you in every video, as well as the entry into Patreon only giveaways. But the cool thing is the signed card from myself. We're gonna have a big collection of cards, just kind of put together, and once a month we'll go through. We'll randomly pick out a card to send to you. I'll go ahead and sign it, ship it off to you, and it'll be a nice thank you for you. And it'll be, the cards that I'm planning on sending out are going to be cards that will be used. They're not just the kind of like novelty commons and uncommons that will just sit around forever in your bulk binders or something like that. Like, what's the first card I can find here? Like, Tezzeret's Ambition is the first card I'm finding here. This is a card no one ever plays, so I wouldn't be sending out something like that. I'd be sending out just cool cards. Like, I think the first card that comes to mind is like Field of Ruin. That seems like the kind of card where it's still a pricey card a little bit, but at the same time it sees a lot of play and people will actually be using it. And so I think somebody would appreciate having a copy of Field of Ruin. So, of course, those will be different ones. We'll randomly select the cards each time. It'll be a nice big video each month to send out these signed cards to the patrons. And then at the $12 tier, if you thought one signed card was cool, then I can get you guys a signed playset of cards for just $12 a month. The price of 3 booster packs, you get a playset of a very playable card, all signed by me, shipped off to you. And then, of course, you also get the previous rewards as well. You'll get the entry into Patreon-only giveaways, giveaways, as well as the shout out and thank you in every single video as well. And then finally, at the $20 tier, you'll receive everything from before: the entry into Patreon only giveaways. You will receive the signed cards, sending out the signed play set of cards sent to you each and every single month, and you'll receive the shout out and thank you in every single video. And I think this tier is very cool. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I do. For this one, you guys will be picking a stipulation for me to draft. If you choose to donate at this tier and you guys want to see me do a draft on Magic the Gathering Online with whatever stipulation you want, I will be more than happy to do so as a thank you for being willing to support me here on Patreon. It's going to be very cool. You guys can, I'm sure there's a lot of crazy combinations of stipulation you guys can come up with for me to do. Some of the ones that came through my head to begin with were things like, if you guys want to see me force 5 colored in a draft, that'd be kind of an interesting stipulation. If you guys want to see me grab every artifact before I can start taking colored cards, that's another thing. We could do something like a blindfolded draft if you guys think that would be kind of cool, where I just randomly select cards, without actually being able to see what I'm selecting until the end of the draft, where I would finally get to deck build some sort of a monstrosity not knowing what I had selected. And then another just kind of a cooler stipulation draft that I also thought of was something like alphabetical. Like, I have to pick the highest alphabetical card in the pack and then build my deck out of those. Those are just a few examples of stipulations. I'm sure you guys are all creative enough. You guys can come up with whatever stipulation you want me to do. And of course, once a month, then I will be doing that as well if you choose to support me at this higher tier for the Patreon. If you guys have any additional tiers that you guys would like to see, or maybe some additional ideas that you would like to see me do for Patreon content, be sure to let me know down below in the comments section. This is my first time doing anything relatively close to this, so I'm sure it's going to be a work in progress here in the near future, especially if you guys want to see some different tiers, you guys want to see things change up a little bit in terms of what the tiers currently are. So I will be sure to listen to you guys for those. I would appreciate your feedback. Again, we'll go over the tiers really quickly. There's a $1 tier, a $3 tier, a $5 tier, a $12 tier, and a $20 tier. The $1 tier gets you entry into Patreon-only giveaways, as well as a shout-out and thank you in one of my videos. The $3 tier gets you a shout-out and thank you in every single one of my videos, as well as entry into Patreon-only giveaways. The $5 tier will get you one signed Magic the Gathering card a month, shipped straight to you from me. It will get you all the previous rewards as well. The $12 tier gets you a signed playset of a card sent to you every month. Of course, that again includes all of the previous things as well. And then the final tier, the $20 tier, includes all of the previous things, and then you get to pick a stipulation for me to do for a stipulation draft on Magic the Gathering Online. We'll record the video. You pick the stipulation. Of course, I will give you a huge shout out, huge thank you in the video for that as well. And I think this is all I have for today. Hopefully you guys will, possibly think about it a little bit. If you guys enjoy what I do here on YouTube and you guys are enjoying just myself as a content creator, this is a way for you to go above and beyond and help out the channel even more than you already are. Of course, if you just like the videos, you guys just watch the videos, I still can't say thank you enough for that. You guys have given me this crazy opportunity, and I'm extremely, extremely grateful for it. And this Patreon is just going to be the next step into the future, and big things to come here in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Thank you guys so much for checking out the Patreon page, and thank you so much if you guys do choose to donate. Yeah, that's basically all I have for today, and I will see you guys here next time for another Magic the Gathering video.